$3.50.
It's time to weigh, mark, and pay each worker for the amount of coffee berries they picked. Each person picks 2 to 3 sacks a day. They work all day on a mountain slope for a wage that is equivalent to $5 or $6.
A veces, ¿cuál es la cosa más difícil para trabajar?
Lo que es la parte de los bordos, la falda, eso es lo más difícil para trabajar.
¿Sí?
The precious labor of these people is permeated in Nicaraguan coffee, the #1 export of the country. The coffee cherries that were picked during the day are immediately taken to a different part of the plantation.
De donde crece la palma, yo soy un hombre sincero. De donde crece la palma.
I feel the weight of life on the workers' shoulders as I watch them walk home with a day's wage tucked in their pockets after working all day in silence. The coffee is shipped out after going through cleansing, fermenting, threshing, and drying processes. First, debris is filtered here in order to give the coffee a better quality. I see a rare sight beneath my feet. I thought the leaves were moving until I see the ants.
이게 뭐가 움직이나 했더니 이게 나무잎을 물고 가는 개미예요. 와.
It's a parade of leaf-cutting ants. They're a species exclusive to Latin America that have a unique habit of cutting leaves off a plant and gathering them. Leaf-cutting ants are known for growing mushrooms in their nests.
개미들이 이렇게 줄을 쫙 이어가지고 하나씩 이렇게 나무잎 자기 등치보다도 한 5-6배씩 큰 거 들고 가는 거 보니까 참 신기하네요.
The leaves these hundreds of ants collect are used to cultivate the microorganisms the ants feed on. The mysteries of nature baffle me. There are 2 ways to process coffee. The dry method is the natural method, which requires a certain region, humidity, sunlight, and water. The wet method requires the use of specific equipment. Most coffee in Nicaragua is processed through the wet method. The ripe red coffee cherries are hand-picked, left in water to soak, and the debris that floats to the top are filtered. The dry method is lower in cost and environment friendly, but the quality is lower and the surface of coffee beans aren't even. On the other hand, coffee beans processed using the wet method are smooth and higher in quality. The coffee beans covered in a sticky substance are separated from its dark red peel once the filtered coffee cherries are put into the machine. This process, where the outer peel and thin flesh is skinned, is called pulping. Coffee cherries have to go through pulping within 24 hours after being picked to become a high-quality coffee bean. The pulp that stacks up is used as compost. Coffee beans that have gone through pulping are moved to a fermenting tank to mature and then cleansed before being sent to be dried. As the washed coffee beans go down the waterway, the lighter beans with low quality are the last to pass through. Nicaraguans gather this and drink it themselves. Intoxicated by the aroma of Nicaraguan coffee, I go wherever my feet lead me. I arrive at a village near the coffee plantation.
Hola. Hola. Buenas tardes. Aquí cómo se llama este lugar?
Golondrina.
Golondrina.
Sí.
Ah, el pueblo se llama Golondrina.
Sí. Sí.
Por eso venimos a filmar.
Coffee is a common drink for the people of Nicaragua.
왜?
Sí.
여기서 직접 만드신 거. Por favor, ¿no? Si tiene un poco de oro.
Sí.
The lady said she would serve me freshly picked coffee.
Una panita de café pilado, entrégalo.
Suddenly, pigs herd into the kitchen.
Andate una foto y le pegas ya.
여긴 개판이 아니라 돼지판이네.
The lady starts roasting the coffee while the children try to shoo the pigs out.
Así lo tosta.
Sí, así se tuesta.
The hard seed of a coffee cherry turns dark, as it is roasted like the ones we often see at coffee shops. This is the process.
커피. ¿Y esto para? ¿Ahora?
A moler, estamos, sí.
Ahí?
The coffee beans go into the grinder and come out a fine powder.
yo 오씨.
I tried grinding it out of curiosity. The sound of beans crushing and the smell of rich coffee make me feel happy.
tengo hambre. 뭐 진짜 맛은 어떨지는 모르겠는데 일단 너무 느낌이 좋아요. 완전 장작으로 이걸 싹 이렇게 로스팅을 해가지고 구수하네.
How will the freshly roasted Nicaraguan coffee taste?
에스파라? 좋다. 이게 진짜 절대적인 맛을 떠나가지고 이 장작불에다 이 아주머니들이 이렇게 정성스럽게 멀리서 왔다고 해주시니까 정말 이 기분상으로도 맛이 너무 좋은 것 같아요. 어떤 커피보다 비싼 커피를 먹고 있는 거예요. 니네들이 이렇게 웃어주니까 이 커피가 더 맛있어. 진짜로. 그지? 그지? 뭐가 그렇게 웃겨?
I connect with these children who live on the other side of the globe from me over a cup of coffee.
설탕을 되게 많이 넣어주셨어요. 이게 또 배려해 주시는 마음에 평소에 드시는 거니까 많이 넣으시겠죠. 근데 정말이지 제가 먹어본 커피 중에선 세상에서 가장 맛있는 커피 같아요. 여기 분위기가 너무 평화스럽고 행복해 보여요. 애들 웃는 것만으로도 이 커피 맛을 너무나 이렇게 풍치 있게 느끼게 만드는 것 같아요.
Ella se sabe una oración.
Children singing fills the entire village.
De toda y recíbanla como una flor pura y sencilla, llena de amor el pueblo pura y sencilla.
Encounters with hard-working, patient people in the midst of the tough reality always leave good memories embedded in my mind.
Con mucho fervor.
I met people who have picked coffee cherries all their lives, but drink the bitterest coffee in the world. I hope the future of these children won't be as bitter, but sweeter as they grow up.
Boliviana, ven, vamos a bailar, que contigo, linda morena, me quiero